Good morning, everyone, from Get Messy Studios at Our Living Tapestries. Lost Arts with Jynene. I need more titles. I just wanted to quick share some super fun ideas that I've been learning lately for creating a whole mountain of junk journal, collaging, all kinds of fodder for all kinds of great things. And I remembered that I had these in a drawer, these amazing rollers, and I had barely ever used them. So I'll show you how fun that was. I learned about making some scrapers with really cheap squeegees from the dollar store to make lines and different things like that. I took a hole punch and punched out holes, and I took a tiny hole punch and did the same with that and made thinner lines. And mostly I've been using wallpaper paste, or you can make your own. There's lots of recipes online with flour and things like that, and also lightweight spackling, which stencils beautifully through even really small stencils. And I've been using little scrapers like this is from Jelly Arts. All of this I'm sure is available on Amazon. And lids to things and things made out of a toilet paper roll. I love repurposing things. The other day I went thrifting, which I haven't much lately because my stash is ridiculous, but there might be something out there that I need. And I found a handful of things. I found this, some old or antique, at least color looking toile for tying up some pretty things I have planned for in kits, with lots of vintage and antique linens and laces and textiles, and a lot of kits as well, ready to make amazing junk journals. And also some already made that's coming in my Etsy shop. The hardest part for me is listing things, but I will get there. I thrifted. This is a whole roll of paint taping paper. Usually goes in a machine with tape along the edge, but it is an amazing source of a lot of paper that I even have something like it in my pile of goodies that I've just made. That was like $2. This was $2. This is the whole roll of drywall tape, and it can be painted or whatever, but it already has a fold in the middle, and that is going to be spines for book pages. All of my journals are going to be made so that you can take the pages in and out as you like or don't like, or work on them, because some of them are going to be for stitching and slow stitching. And I thrifted this adorable little thing, which will become part of a slow stitching book or a textile journal. And this beautiful piece, super fine, beautiful, linen-y, probably hand done. Every tiny little stitch in the hem is beautifully done. So this will become part of some textile books, slow stitching books, and a lot of other things like that. Kits. I found these, and I have piles and boxes of this, but when I find it has to come home, it's going to become part of something so beautiful, repurposed. And most people don't want this stuff. And these were placemats, but they're going to be a great start to a bunch of come apart and be a great start to a lot of embroidery, slow stitching, needlework, fun textile stuff. So that's my haul. The other day, I'm just going to show you really quickly how fun these really inexpensive things can be. I found this book at a thrift shop that was all about porches, building porches, Victorian porches. And so first I coffee dyed all of the pages. I tore them all out, put them in a sink of coffee, instant coffee water, and then laid them all out to dry in the greenhouse so they wouldn't blow away, and it was nice and hot. And then I still have a bunch left plain just like that, but others I did the stencils with the spackle. And these will be whole pages or in kits or come apart as elements. So there's a lot of those elements in all kinds of different things. This one has first the paste papers that I learned from. I will link it. But you use wallpaper paste and add Cat Rains, that's who it is, and all of her collage stuff. She has a free 5-day course on that you can sign up through her email, website, or YouTube. And it was really fun. But first, what happened was she sent the paste papers link in an email, and I had to try it. And so I was doing a lot of just lines and different things like that. But then I remembered this. I had 3 of these, and it gets pretty wet and messy. You need a good space. But anyway, while it's all wet and you put paint on, and you can learn this from her, I realized I had these and I used them for a whole bunch, and they ended up coming out looking like old wallpaper. I don't know if you can. So these are really muted tones, but I'll show you some that look a lot more clear. Here's some of the spackle with stencils or masking. So in the end, after I did a whole bunch of pages, I went through some of them and I got my jars of glimmer mist, and just sprayed a whole bunch more to add a lot of dimension and color and text and some glimmer. So I was using all different kinds of paper. This is actually Amazon packing paper. It was all wadded up in a package and it's perforated, and you can just tear it apart. And I tore it apart and ironed it a little bit and used it for a bunch of things. So all elements for 100 different things. Here's a piece that really looks like the old wallpaper. And this one is beautiful. And I figured out to make a little stripe to dab the roller in and give it some outline and dimension, and it looked even more like old wallpaper. And here's one made with just lines and stripes and the toilet paper roller heart stripes just out of pink, blue. I made a flower from toilet paper roll things. This is old scrapbook paper that already had the dots and the pretty sage color, and I added gold, and then my wallpaper roller. This one even comes out a little better. Here's the Amazon packing paper. It was a lot of fun. I made all of these paint colors from one red, one blue, and one yellow, and white, and Cat Rains teaches you how to do that in her courses on her channel. So here's the rest of the pile of that I did so far of the the Amazon packing paper, and then a bunch more random papers that I did, graph papers, manila, old typing paper, have a mask or stencil that looks like chicken wire. Love that. And some of them are just more abstract and random. This one is really pretty. It's a mask of some really gorgeous birds. More book pages, envelope, another envelope. This one turned out really pretty, just old book pages. And this one, and that's just caps, lines and caps off of things. So more that look like old wallpaper, which is really hard to come by. And this was a fun surprise. The old book pages, whatever colors you want. This one turned out really pretty. There's a kind of a lavender or lilac color, and all of this made from 3 colors of paint. And that way they all work together and blend well. I'm saving my favorite part for last. So do you think I have enough? I don't. This I've talked about before is paper you can get in bulk from Amazon. It's like a box of 6 or 8. This is exam paper tissue. Exam table, the things we hate. This is tissue, and it's sturdy tissue. There's no shiny on either side. And I tore some apart. Actually, I put it on the rotary mat and cut it in layers. And I made all of these so far. And I've done a bunch of gel printing on this paper too, and it's really sturdy and wonderful. So these were all just tags I sprayed with glimmer mist, and these look like rust. And I love how when it dries, it kind of crinkles up a little bit, and it's kind of crepe paper. Like, it's really soft, but it's sturdy. And then these are the ones with that chicken wire stencil. So I did a bunch of those. And so when I sprayed through the stencil, I got that. And then when I went over it and blotted it, all the excess, I got that. So beautiful colors. really abstract and random. Stencil and then blotting. Random, beautiful. They'll be torn apart. There'll be pages. They could be stitched on. And then here is a mask of some clock faces. And this got really beautiful and rusty. And those were glimmer mists. And I thrifted a whole box full once at an amazing estate sale. So those were all almost free. This is the spackle, and in one of my jars I added some really pretty brown tones. And so this is the spackle on that lovely tissue, and it's really sturdy and hard. I don't even know if you can see that. And it's not gonna move, it's stuck. And so I love dots and squares, and this is all gonna be amazing fodder and in kits and all kinds of fun. Those are all words. So I still don't think I have enough wonderfulness, but I had to force myself to stop and clean up and be content for a while. And so I have this stack, and I have so much ready to just pull the trigger and make a bunch of kits and make a bunch of journals and list a bunch that I already have made. Isn't it wonderful? So Kat Rains, her classes are amazing for collage and paste papers. And then I'll link another one that showed using stencils with the spackle, where I got that idea. Dollar store had this, but I'm sure you could find these. I think they're for actually doing walls, and then thrifting and all kinds of fun. Toilet paper rolls. So upcycle, recycle, repurpose, make old things new and beautiful again. Our Living Tapestries on Lost Arts with Jynene. Be sure you're subscribed because we get messy. See you next time. Be sure to get out for some sunshine and fresh air today. I'm off for a bike ride and taking my little packet of sketching things. Enjoy your day. Too much clutter? Longing to make something beautiful without spending a thing? I'll show you how to turn what you already have into timeless treasures. Create new out of old, heirlooms to love and to give. Join me, Jynene at Lost Arts, for Our Living Tapestries. Thanks so much if you stayed through the end.